Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Megan. I should apologize ahead of time because my cats are doing psycho sprints in the next room, so you might hear them rustling about and howling their heads off. But I did feel like filming, and there's really nothing I can do about that. So I would have just put up my mini, somewhat vlog from my husband and I exploring Cape Cod. I guess when you see this, it'll have been a few weeks. I just love Cape Cod. In fact, we were gonna get married there. So to tell you the story of why we ended up going, essentially, we were going to get married there. And that was during the pandemic. Everyone had to cancel their flights, cancel their hotel rooms, and his aunt and uncle so kindly gifted us a voucher to go stay at their hotel room instead of just getting a refund. They gave us that free night in a hotel so that we could really just get away for the weekend. So we had that voucher and then we paid for one extra night. I think the hotel might just be called the Provincetown Hotel, but I'll have to double check that. We were staying in Provincetown. It's at the very tip of the Cape. It's a good, I want to say it's maybe 3 hours from Boston. It's like 2.5, 3 hours depending on traffic. There's usually a lot of traffic going into the Cape in the summertime, and there was some traffic going in on Friday, but it was just such a lovely time. We had amazing weather. We went on this big hike on that Saturday. Oh, I love Cape Cod. If you haven't been, it is worth a visit. So to start out with, so we left on that Friday, and that morning I picked up a very special piece of jewelry from a store that I adore. I've really come to love them and respect them. I picked up this little piece of jewelry that I posted on my Instagram. This is a necklace from Marco Pacheco. It's 18 karat gold with little tiny pave diamonds on the one. I'll have to insert a picture because there's no way that's going to focus. But I love this necklace, even though I have quite a few little dainty gold necklaces. This one is so much more substantial. I don't know how to describe it really and do it justice without showing it to you in person, but it's so much heavier than my other necklaces. You can really feel a difference. I'll have to put in close-ups of the clasp because this thing is just so much more robust. It's beautiful, and it has hand done etching all on the clasp and along the circle of gold. Apparently that is all done by hand. I'm absolutely smitten with it. They were doing at the store that I go to, this one local jewelry store, family owned and operated, which is just such a treasure in and of itself. They were doing this event that they call Bling Fest, and every customer, everyone who came in had the opportunity to get a discount. They had this cute little gumball machine when you walk in, and inside there's a piece of paper in this ball, and it has your potential discount. Mine had 15% written off on it, so that's a big discount. That's a big discount to get on fine jewelry. That's unusual. That's not usually something that you find all the time. So I definitely wanted to pick up a special piece. I have been looking at this for weeks, and I knew that they were having the event coming up, and I knew that there was maybe going to be a discount available. So I was waiting, thinking about it, saving up during that time, and it just goes to show it's good to wait. So I really love this. We will have to move soon out of New England. We're going to be going to New Jersey, not that, kind of like between Philly and New York. And I love that I can think of my time here every time I wear it. So that was that Friday morning, the reason I brought it up. So that afternoon, we ended up going to Cape Cod. Saturday is when we did the big hike. It's called the Causeway. There is so much stuff to do on the Cape if you haven't been. There's a winery, there are so many antique shops, there's really good food, there's a ton of stuff to do, there's a lot of fun shopping. Speaking of shopping, on our way to dinner, we were walking through downtown, and you're just lined with shops on both sides. People were being pretty good about social distancing, everybody was wearing a mask, it is required in the town, but we passed this one little antique shop. having just bought this piece of jewelry, my husband's like, oh, of course you want to go in there. Okay, are you sure? I'm like, yes, I really do. So I put up some footage of that, but I picked up one more thing. I picked up this pin. Let's see if it'll focus. This is a Wedgwood pin. It does have a little circle here where it can actually become a pendant. I'm sorry if it's not focusing. So this is an 18 karat gold Wedgwood pin. It's estimated to come from the 1930s, 1940s. It was from a store called September Morn, but this is a Wedgwood pin made in England. I love antiques. I love the stories they tell. I've shown some of my vintage little clutches on here before, some of my evening bags. They're the most special to me, and that's usually what I will reach for when we're going out to a special dinner. But yes, I am an absolute grandma, but I love pins. I wear them all the time, and I think they actually look really cool and fresh on something like a denim jacket or a really sharp blazer. So that was all I wanted to share with you. Cape Cod is a really special place to me, even though I never grew up going there. It wasn't something I experienced until I moved to New England. But that's why we decided to get married there, just because it really called out to us. It is such a lovely, warm, fun, funky, unexpected place, and there's so many incredible beaches. Jaws was based there, so you know it's fun. Anyway, but if you haven't had the chance to go, I think it should be on a bucket list. It's a lovely, lovely place to explore. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and for coming on this adventure with me. I'm really excited about these two pieces because I don't think I'm gonna do much in the way of handbags for the rest of the year, but we'll see. Maybe a Fendi Peekaboo, we'll find out. But one thing I love about jewelry is I know it is actually going to last, and we can pass it on to children and grandchildren and children's partners, whatever it is, but it does carry such special memories for me. And now I can always wear that pin and think of Cape Cod. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!